Assalamu alaikum. Today I am going to discuss the topic internal features of insects. Previously we discussed the internal features of insects, and now this topic include the internal features of insects. First of all, I'm going to start with the hemocoel. Hemocoel is the body cavity of the insects, and it extends throughout the head, thorax, and the abdomen, and it also reaches into the appendages. It is filled with a pale, often colorless, blood-like fluid called the hemolymph. In insects, circulatory fluid is known as hemolymph. Alright. In insects, circulatory fluid is known as hemolymph. What is the color of the hemolymph? It is straw colored or pale like colorless fluid which runs into the body and responsible for the exchange of various substances in the body. This directly bathes the internal organs and tissues. It means that insects have open circulatory system. Insects have open circulatory system. That's why their circulatory fluid directly baths the internal tissues or organs and is circulated by a tube-like heart which runs mid-dorsally from the head to the tip of the abdomen. This liquid or the tissue fluid is circulated into the tube-like heart. There is no proper development of the heart. Heart is in initial conditions of development, and it runs mid-dorsally from the. It starts from head to end at the tip of the abdomen. And what is the location of the heart? It is present mid-dorsal. Location of the heart is mid-dorsal in the body, and it is tube-like and extend from head to the tip of abdomen. It means it runs throughout the body. Next is the nervous system. Nervous system consists of brain with close connections to the compound eyes. In previous lecture I discussed insects have compound eyes, the antennae and the mouth parts, and a central nerve cord that extend back mid-dorsally through the thorax and the abdomen. So actually brain is the coordinating center of the body. It coordinates with the eyes, antennae. Antennae are the sensory structure in the insects, and with the mouth parts and the central nerve cord which extends back mid-dorsally through the thorax and the abdomen. The nerve cord include a series of swellings, ganglia, from which arise various lateral nerves. Ganglia, basically there is no proper development of brain in insects, just like vertebrates. So there are various small swellings or the collection of the cell bodies known as the ganglia, and these ganglia and from these ganglia various lateral nerves also arise. The brain occupies much of the head and is the main coordinating center of the body. The ganglia, however, control activities such as movement of appendages and independent of brain. When in higher animals you cannot say that ganglia control the movement of the appendages, but in case of insects, ganglia control the movement of appendages, and these are independent of the brain. The next is the alimentary tract. It is usually long, often much modified tube stretching from the mouth to the anus. Actually, alimentary what is the function of the alimentary tract? It is used for ingesting food as well as digestion and the absorption of food and the defecation or the removal of the waste products from the body. There are three main sections of the alimentary tract. First one is the foregut, as from the name indicated. Second one is the midgut. This is the mid portion of the gut, and last portion is the hindgut. It is located mainly in abdomen. The foregut include a crop within which the recently ingested food accumulates. What is the function of the crop? It has the function of accumulation of the ingested food. Digestion. Now If the food is accumulated in the digestive tract, it is of no use until digestion and absorption. Digestion and absorption of nutrient occurs mainly in the midgut. Whereas in the hindgut, what is the function of the hindgut? It is concerned with the absorption of the water and the storage of the waste material prior to the defecation. Prior means before. Hindgut is associated with the absorption of water and storage of waste material before removal from the body. The insect gut include a number of long whitish blind ending tubules called Malpighian tubules. These Malpighian tubules are present between the midgut and hindgut. Now, what is the function of these Malpighian tubules? Why they are present between the midgut and the hindgut? They collect these tubules collect waste material from the body fluids and pass them to the gut, because there is no proper kidney in insects. So waste material from the body fluids is collected with the help of these Malpighian tubules, and then these waste products enter into the gut and removed from the body through the process of the defecation. The hemocoel also contain a very large organ known as the fat body. It is often whitish, yellowish, or brownish groups or layer of cells. The fat body is concentrated mainly in the abdomen. And what is the function of the fat body in insect? It includes the synthesis and the storage of the fat, glycogen, and the protein. Glycogen is the storage form of the glucose, and definitely glycogen and glucose, all of you people know that these are the carbohydrates. So fat body is included in the storage of the fat, glycogen, carbohydrates, and the protein. Basically, fat body has storage function. Next is the respiratory system. The respiratory system includes a series of small branching tubules called the tracheae and the microscopic tubules called the tracheoles, which maintain contact with the internal body organs and tissues. Insects don't have any kind of the lungs or gills, although there are some exceptions in which book gills are present, but mostly they have tracheal system for the purpose of respiration. So the tracheal system consists of large tubules known as tracheae, and then these tracheae are divided into smaller tubules known as tracheoles, which maintain the contact between the internal body organs with the external environment. The tracheal system may be either closed or open. The former opens to the outside through the series of valve-like pores called the spiracles. These tracheae open outside the body through various pores known as spiracles, which occur along the either side of the insect. The spiracles are sometimes located on the characteristic respiratory processes. Various types of respiratory systems are recognizable, including, now this is new for you, amphinoustic spiracles present on the prothoracic and anal segment only. Thoracic region has three parts: prothoracic, mesothoracic, and metathoracic regions. In amphinoustic insects, spiracles are only present in the prothoracic and anal segments. Or typical of this characteristic is present in many dipteran larvae. While next is the apneustic, spiracles are absent, tracheal system is closed. Mainly it is present in the aquatic insects which breathe through gills. Okay, alright, if suppose these insects have a tracheal system or the spiracles are open, so water enter into the tracheal system and there is no system present how this and there is no mechanism how tracheal system exchange gases with the water. So these insects have gills for respiration in water. Hollow pneumatic sphericals present on the mesothorax, metathorax, and abdominal segments 1 to 8 typically of most adult insects and many nymphs. Nymphs are the